Hello, my name is Dark Berries. I hijacked this channel to talk about Full Shadow Chaser new 3rd job guide for Ragnarok Origin Global Edition. I will explain veteran knowledge of Shadow Chaser 3rd job, included skill build, skill combo, hidden best weapon and in-depth tips. First, most players would be interested, did Shadow Chaser stronger than Doram? Well, the answer is yes. But require core Verus and gotcha gear. Shadow Chaser had a lot of final damage increase multiplier, plus his skill can deal critical, which means critical damage percent can further boost his damage by a lot. And more. Shadow Chaser can use elemental converter, which Doram cannot use, as well as the critical damage percent and skill damage percent, so this makes Shadow Chaser better than Doram. But Shadow Chaser needs to invest more than Doram, and Verus core and gotcha gear to make it better than Doram. It is still free to play as long you got resources. Shadow Chaser has 2 meta build, Mask Disarm build, and MVP Skill Stealer build. Both are working well, but Mask meta had higher DPS. As for the Shadow Lurker build, although the DPS is not as good as the Mask build, plus it requires you hit MVP with this build to expand its build duration time. But this build lets you do daily AFK farming better than Mask meta. First, for the first job, get all passive skill, as you only use 3rd job skill for DPS. So the extra point you can get in Venom or Shield dodge. But if you have the evasion mending core, you can get shield dodge instead. Unnecessary and not important, can skip. Second job, still same, only get passive skill. Rampage, passive skill is very good here, must get. And, go Earth, control players low. Remove it with skill no need, because of its low success rate. And you got the better useful version at 3rd job. At advanced 2nd job, get, Slyness, Copy, Shadow Seeker, Surprise Attack, Graffiti, and Counter Instinct. 3rd job, spend all 40 skill points on Mask meta skill tree, as shown in the pic. For the Shadow Lurker, MVP Steal skill meta, follow skill build as shown in the pic. For stats build, always full strength, full luck, others go to agility and dexterity. Agility may vary by person, gotcha gear, as long you can get 500% attack speed in combat. Agility fruit from the XP shop, choice of fate Sigil, awakening potion, food buff and mini gotcha gear can help you get 500% attack speed while in combat. Enchantment should focus on critical damage percent and physical attack percent. Melee physical damage percent also can use, but overall critical damage percent is higher in. Next, is the combat setup. Starting with the best DPS build, Mask meta or auto and manual skill setup reference. Next, is the Shadow Lurker, MVP Steal skill meta or auto and manual skill setup reference. Last, is the grinding build. The best is to use Shadow Lurker. Use Heaven Drive MVP skill and 3rd job DPS skill to farm. Shadow Chaser farming actually is kinda bad, because he is melee short range. You can find the 2 mobs respawn near together to farm effectively. use Heaven Drive Steel from MVP skill, plus Shadow Chaser 3rd Job DPS skill, Blade Mode Shadow Slash, can attack up to 5 targets in short range. Best PvE or PvP DPS build is Mask build with following auto skill. Can use Blade Mode or Crossbow Mode, they are almost the same DPS. Use the adverb 2nd job, copy, skill to copy Pharaoh's True Sight. This will boost your DPS by a lot. For some players, especially pay to win, or whale, weapon perfection, can boost more damage while attacking large size MVP. You can try yourself, True Sight, or weapon perfection, suit you well. Most of the time is True Sight. Mask build also work well in PvP, high, and huge with nuke DPS, but somehow lose to Sorcerer low. Because Root PvP system is pay-to-win related. So discover PvP playstyle yourself. We only discuss PvE here below. Secret: instead of using Mask meta weapon, Masquerade Comet, Obsidian Crossbow Blade, meta weapon can deal more DPS. Next, is the Shadow Lurker PvE build. Although its DPS is no good as Mask meta build, but it is still fun to play. First thing you need to do, is go to Training Ground, and pick all kind of MVP out, use Soul Capturing on all of them once, to unlock all MVP skill. Repeat until you steal all MVP skill. But in the end, only these 4 MVP skill is useful. If you are lazy, you can just steal these 4 and we continue to next topic. Garm MVP skill, Chop, attack very fast speed, which easily stack up card deck empowering buff. Also able to use Elemental Converter. And Garm MVP skill, Chop, is the only one skill that can use Converter. Other MVP skills have fixed elements that cannot be changed. One more bad things: in order to use MVP skill, you need MVP skill fuel item, Rogue Technique, to extend its skill available duration. This item can be obtained by fighting MVP with Shadow Lurker build. If you hunt MVP with Mask build, you cannot get it. Since Shadow Lurker build is already weaker than Mask build, now still adding this limitation, making me somehow lazy to play that build, haha. Nexus core ability focus on the following. Because job talents are all PvP related, so just get novice talent instead. For the red module, focus on melee physical damage and critical damage percent, yellow module for PvE or PvP damage, green module focus on PvP ward or max SP. Nebula for Shadow Chaser PvP and PvE preview. Shadow Chaser armor type is leather type. which is good in counter-light armor type, sniper, bard, dancer, and geneticist. Card Setup Guide, Accessory: use Ether or Archer, since all Shadow Chaser skills can be critical. Others use double Owl Baron, 1 Mantis, Greased General. Because Shadow Chaser skill global cooldown time can be reduced by a SPD%, meaning he can attack with a very fast speed, so Owl Baron card works well here. Thief Bug card on Shoe, Baphomet Jr. card on Garment will provide bonus agility and damage reduction. Free-to-play gacha gear recommended. Weapon will be using the Obsidian Crossbow Blade, which is better than Mask Meta Weapon, Masquerade Doram. For Shadow Lurker build, best weapon is its meta weapon, Soul Capturer. But when you farming for EXP or cards, switch weapon to Holy, which deals extra Holy Beam, will help farm faster. For armor, use Charleston Sept, which provides good stats for most of the players. But if you are pay to win, or whale, you might try King of Resentment, because critical damage percent will give you a better boost than the physical damage percent. For the accessory, still the best physical Chaos Set X2. The key core for Shadow Chaser is the Holy Light Shield, and Core Overlord. The Exotide increased critical damage percent is also good, but is the second priority. Also PvE Sigil setup, you can choose your own, no need 100% follow. As the PvP Sigil, focus on PvP damage reduction stats. As for the card deck, Shadow Chaser can easily get 15 stack empowering buffs, meaning it was possible to active the 40% physical damage deck effect too. One last thing in case you don't know, NPC did sell a converter at Prontra. Or ask mechanic friends craft and gift you haha.